For a good silk press, you need to start with the right shampoo and conditioner that's made specifically for a silk press. This is the Biosilk Silk Therapy Shampoo and Conditioner. So using a shampoo and conditioner for a curly hairstyle will not work for the best silk press results. My hair is currently in a silk press. My hair needs washing, so I'll show you my silk press routine using Biosilk Silk Therapy products. My hair takes a little while to revert using plain water, but once I apply shampoo to my wash, my curls will come back. If, like me in this video, you do back-to-back silk presses, your curls will become very loose like mine. I always apply a generous amount of shampoo to each wash because the cleaner your hair is, the better your silk press will be. I usually like to wash my hair with shampoo 2 or 3 times. I like dividing my hair into sections when washing to avoid tangles, and it's easier to detangle when I condition. I focus on rubbing my scalp and not my strands, but instead gliding my fingers down my strands because the soap and water running down my strands will wash them without tangling. I forgot to press record for the rest of my wash routine, but all I did was wash and rinse about 3 times, and now I'm applying conditioner. Try not to overload your strands with conditioner as it's very thick and you don't want to put strain on your very fine hair strands. I deep conditioned with the Biosilk Silk Therapy Conditioner by placing a plastic cap on my hair and letting my hair steam for about an hour. I detangle then rinse with cool water. They say rinsing your hair with cold water closes the pores in your strands to lock moisture in. Please be gentle with your hair by using a shampoo comb and detangling from the ends to the roots to avoid your hair from breaking. I'm experiencing some amount of shedding here, and it's not normal for your hair to shed this much from your roots like this, and I'm happy to report that to date my hair doesn't shed like this anymore. I'm going to talk about this in an upcoming video that I will upload here on the channel. I'm using this microfiber towel from Capture to dry most of the water out of my hair. This is the Biosilk Thermal Shield Spray Protector Thermique, and the directions tell you on the back that you should put this in dry hair. Do not, and I will repeat, do not blow out your hair or silk press it and then put this in. You're going to regret it. So let's get the hair dry because it tells you to put it in dry hair. Now, putting it in dry hair doesn't mean putting it in your hair after you have blow dried it. And the reason for that is because it's liquid. And you know, if you're a silk press natural, anything liquid will make your hair revert. Or most things liquid, if they touch your hair is going to revert. So I'm just soaking out the excess water out of it. And when I say dry, to me, it doesn't have to be like biscuit dry or super dry with all the moisture out of your hair, but just make sure the majority of your hair is indeed dry. This towel is from Capture or Cap Hair, and I had this towel for many years. I did some promotion for them in a video, and I'm going to link that video for you to check that video out. I don't remember what's the texture of the towel or whatever, but it's perfect for natural hair and it won't get links in your hair. Now this Biosilk Silk Therapy Thermal Shield says that it is used as a heat protectant. But before I started using this, I was using this as a heat protectant. So just for added protection, I'll still go ahead and use the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In Plus Keratin. And they say that keratin is good for hair. Now I section off my hair into 10 or 9 pieces. Your roots revert the fastest when doing a silk press. At least my roots reverse first. So I always ensure that whatever product I'm putting there, it's concentrated on my roots. So you just want to spray 1, 2, and you spray the ends 3. And then I'll just detangle it with my comb. This is by Conair. This is by far my most favorite comb, shampoo comb that I've ever owned. I love it. I'll just twist it. And I'll advance to the other sections of my head. And then we're going to come back and start using this. I also was using this Silk Therapy. I don't know what this is. This is supposed to like be a heat protectant also. It's supposed to add shine. To me, this doesn't work for me, so I'll be skipping this step today. Maybe I'm using it wrong. This is a Tresoro Iconic Systems blow dryer 9300, and that's what we'll be using today, along with this iron paddle brush. They say it's ceramic. I don't know if it's gonna. I've changed paddle brushes about 3 or 4 times since silk pressing my own hair because the dryer is melting the plastic on the brush. So these clips are what I use to secure the hair that has not been blow dried away from the hair that is blow dried. This is what they look like. And I'm just going to go in back and secure that again. Clip that down and then let this twist out. This is what it looks like. It's very runny, like water, almost like it's like watery conditioner. I saturated back part of it and my hair did not feel sticky at all. If your hair feels sticky, it's because the product is in your hand and it's already sticky in your hand. So your sticky hands against your hair is going to make it seem as though you have sticky hair. So wash your hand with some soap, dry it thoroughly, and then touch your hair, and you're going to see that your hair is actually gliding very smoothly. That's what I love about this too. So I'm going to go right back in. Put it on the ends. I'm not going to saturate it as much as I did the back part because I think it works all the same. They always say less is more, right? I just want to ensure that it's on my roots because my roots revert very easily in a silk press, and I really don't want that happening. You know, you don't want to spend a whole ton of time on your hair silk pressing it to have it revert the next 5 minutes you step outside, right? So this is what it looks like. See, it's damp, and now we're gonna go in there. Now this is why I said to secure the hair away, because this hair got away and now it's getting into the business. Disclaimer, if you do not see your hair pressing out as easily as mine just by blow drying it, please don't feel any sort of way. That's just the type of hair I have. My hair is very fine and very soft. So the moment he touches my hair, it literally just spreads out. It just gets straight. My hair hasn't even been silk pressed as yet, and it's straight. My hair is straight. Also, my hair has a lot of slip. Like when you put it in, it just, this is before you start drying it. The moment you start blow drying it, your hands get sticky, but right now as it's damp, it gives your hair so much, like, it's like slip. Another thing, do not let the spray get on the hair that you already blow dried. Of course, it's going to revert. I cannot repeat this too many times. It will revert and you'll have to blow dry it all over again. If you see smoke coming from my hair, that's just the product being blown out. The product is leaving some white residue on the dryer. If you look right there, that's the product. And you're gonna see it on the brush. Like if you look right there, right there. Now it's time to flat iron. To flat iron, I'm going to use this. I don't think this is like a really cheap flat iron. This is a Remington. It's pretty basic. The highest that it goes to is 410 and I just use the highest. When you run your fingers through your hair, it's supposed to just glide. It feels great right now. Your roots should be relatively straight. They say the perfect silk press is in the blowout, and the stickiness from the product, I don't know if it's because it dried into the dryer or the dryer dried it while I was doing my hair, but that's gone. And you could still feel a little bit of the product in my hair, but not too much. And my hair is light and shaking. I'm taking the hair out of the brush so you could see how much hair came out. And I showed you what was in my hand when I washed it in the bathtub. And there's a little bit more here in there. I could always get that out later. And I have a few here on the floor. It's not much, not anything to be worried about or to write home about. Now I did say I wasn't going to use this, but I'll put a small amount in there for the flat ironing process, because the last time I put it in my hair, honestly, I didn't flat iron my hair, I just blow dried it. So maybe it's gonna give a different effect if I just flat iron it. So they say you don't need a much. This is just this amount. Put it in my hand. Rub it to my hair end. I've got my clip. And my tail comb. This is what it looks like without styling. This is just basic silk pressing, and a lot of movement. As you could see, my hair is gliding through my scalp. My hair needs a bit of polishing, but because my hair is so fine, I don't like putting polishers in my hair, and I'm not sure if this gave it a bit of the shine that you see here, but I do know that this product, it works. It just works for, on me, it just works for like maybe 5 or 6 days. And if you start to sweat in your hair a lot, it starts to revert a bit, but it's really better than nothing. And I still press my hair almost every week. I hope this video helped you. Tell me what you think. Comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. So this is it in different lighting. Like when it's in the bathroom under all the light, it looks a bit dull, but this is it the morning after, just a few hours in. It also lays flatter after you wrap it. And then I also did go in again and flat iron it because I need a better flat iron. I don't think I would have needed to do that had I just wrapped it and left it alone. Yeah, that's it.